Hello everybody, this is Fun Automotive and it has been some time now. This video is mainly about my wife's Grand Cherokee. You know, I had some problems with it and this video is going to be talking about that a little bit about the Grand Cherokee, but most of all, a lot of talk about people who just hated on my Jeep. And that really triggered me because everybody says I've done a shit job and it was a half-ass shit job, and that it's not worth doing and it's unsafe. But look, I owned that Jeep for 2 years straight and I drove on it like that for just about 2 years straight, and I never ever once had one problem with how my lift was made, how my ball joints were under the control arm, because I copied that same technique from other people. It just helped straighten out my upper control arm that much more. Probably wouldn't have made a difference doing it. I probably could have just ran it straight on top. But still, never had a problem. Did everything just right, just like that. And people just have so much hate to say about how I ran this thing. Now, if you don't like my Jeep, so be it. You don't have to follow, you don't have to do anything like my lift. You can do it any way you want, and I did my Jeep the way I wanted to because that's the way I felt it should be done. And at that moment, in that time, with the knowledge that I had about doing all that, that's how I did it. There's some things I would have changed, but as of then, that's how it was done, and it ran flawlessly and it worked. Never had anything wrong but one driver's side axle boot wearing down, which is common. It's got a lot of angle to them from the lift. That's why one of the main reasons why I went up to 5 inches of lift. It was doing the subframe drop. That's why I went up to the 5-inch lift, because the axles would bind up if I didn't do the drop and any of those other things. There's another guy that follows me, and I think he lives in Europe, and he has one of the best looking KJs, and he's the one who gave me the idea to do a drop. And ever since that drop, it was the best thing I've done for my Jeep Liberty KJ. And there's another guy who lives here in the United States who's done a drop, and he's got 7 inches of lift, and his shit wheels even better than mine did. So I've kept up and wheeled with every car I've came across and never gotten stuck in that thing. It's the best Jeep I've ever owned so far, and I've owned one Grand Cherokee and then that Jeep Liberty. So that's the second Jeep I've owned, and it was the best Jeep I've owned so far and the most I've ever done to a Jeep. Going up, 6 inches or 5 inches of lift and subframe drop and just completely going all out on this thing. But if you guys don't like my Jeep, that's completely fine. But the people who are here and stuck through and watched it, much love to you, because you guys actually supported me through it all. Just playing jet's really loud, but you guys really supported me, and I appreciate that, guys. I appreciate that a lot. And the ones who have tried my lift and liked it, good for you. You liked it and it worked. That's all I could say. It was a good lift. I really think it was a good lift, and I had no problems. Like I said, it was just an excellent lift. There were some things, like I said, I would have changed, but as of how it was a good lift, and I liked it, and it made the Jeep look damn good, and it wheeled really, really good. Just the other day, my brother, his Wrangler broke down inside of a wash out here in the middle of the river bottom, and I don't have my Jeep anymore, but if I had my Liberty, I would have pulled his ass right out, no problem. Probably wouldn't even have to put it in 4-low, but probably it was really, really thick. But I had to use my wife's Grand Cherokee, and the 4-wheel drive stopped working on that thing, and I'm thinking it's transfer case. I'm not sure if they have any vacuum or I can't think of the name for it right now, but I'm not sure if it has any of those vacuum actuator switches or anything for that. I don't think so for the 4-wheel drive. But to begin with, we had problems with the transfer case 5 years ago, so I've never really looked into it since. But hers was just making holes. It was rear-wheel drive and low, because the front was not engaging. Maybe somebody in the comments can help me out with that. I'm sure it's probably the transfer case. Obviously, it's not getting power to the front drive shaft, front diff. But anyways, it would not pull that thing out. It was just rear-wheel drive. Now, if I had my Liberty I would have pulled him right out. That's no questions asked. I had to ask my buddy over here with the Bronco to pull him out, and it did it no problem. The Bronco. And it's an older Bronco, and it did it no problem. You know, it's like a 96 or 95, 97. I can't remember exactly. It's a flat nose. I forgot what they call that grill. But anyways, it pulled him right out. And if I had my Liberty, it would have done the same thing, you know. That's another reason why I wish I still had that thing. Still haven't got my Wrangler yet. Been going through some stuff, having to pay tickets and things like that. So I will be getting one, though. I will be getting one. And I will start having videos coming up really soon, really fast. But let's get to this Grand Cherokee, and I will tell you guys exactly what has happened with it. I was having blinker problems, really bad blinker problems with it. And right now I've got a check engine light, and it's an emissions light. I put my reader scanner up to it, and it read it's a leak in the emissions evap or something like that. I can't remember exactly, but it was an emissions light, check engine light. So let's turn this camera around and I'll show you guys some stuff. I hope you guys really like this video. You know, it was just a quick little video. I wanted to get myself out there and talk to you guys again. It's been so long. But mainly about the hate and the shit talking about the video. If you guys have your own way of doing things, do it. I'm not gonna talk shit. I'm an actual creator of building one of my Jeeps. I know how it is. You know, if you're gonna build your Jeep, that's how you like it, and that's what you're proud of. I'm not gonna go over and shit on your parade just because I don't like the way it was made or the way it was built or put together. So what, you know? It wheels, it's a Jeep, go have fun. That's all it is. If it breaks because of the way you built it, then so what? It's only up to you to fix it and make it even better. Because, you know, after all, it's your creation. So this is Fun Automotive, and again, I will catch you guys on the next one. Goodbye.